We don't have stories about clients who had to close their doors. We have a lot of stories about clients that thought they were going to have to close their doors and how all these various programs kept them in business. And, it makes me proud to know that I advised them through that.
The doctors are in the hospital helping clients, medically. We're helping clients economically.
People really trusted us and told us, and they really appreciated us. I think is the highest honor because we're dealing with people who are going through maybe the hardest time they've ever gone through.
Over the past year as a CPA, it's been, those conversations you have that people call you an answered prayer, or they say to you, if it weren't for you, ... And those are the moments that when you really realize that you've impacted not just your clients positively, but the fact that those businesses can stay in business and those employees can stay employed.
I think when we look back in the history books of 2020, 2021, I think the CPA profession will be looked on as real leaders of the field.
I think I will feel really proud that I told my clients about help that they did not know about, and that I held their hand and got that help with them.
I think that we really have a lot to look back on and hold our head up high and be really proud of the work that we've done.
Our connectivity as a profession to approximately 6 million small businesses that have 500 or fewer employees was absolutely essential to those small business survivability.
It was a defining moment in the history of the United States and the history of the world, and these businesses really needed support. And when the bell was rung, the firm stood up and they delivered.
Our revenue completely dried up. We lost our spring performance revenue, which is a very big percent of our income. And I wasn't really sure how we were going to survive.
Everything came to a stop for me and my business, as my business relies on an audience.
I had the reaction that most people had, which was financial panic. What's going to happen? Is there going to be income?
Once we heard about the PPP and received it, that gave us an opportunity to reopen very quickly and start bringing some staff members back to get the restaurant ready to reopen. It really was a lifesaver.
When the loan did come through, it was such an incredible relief. It meant that we could just, keep going a little at a time at least.
The money that Holly was able to get for us through the PPP lending program really made it so that I could continue focusing on doing work, keeping customers happy, and I didn't have to focus on where's money going to come from.
My firm decided to go with CPA Business Funding Portal because it was a centralized, cloud-based software that could process, PPP applications.
We decided to subscribe early on because we needed another option and another path to get our clients funding in the event that lenders decided not to participate or they had issues obtaining loans through their primary lender.
We said, well, if the CPA group is offering this to us and recommending it, we're going to move forward because then we can control the process. Because that was some of the challenge we had with PPP1 is the banks controlled the process.
When they made this announcement that they partnered with a fintech bank and were setting up a portal system where we'd be able to upload and participate in the process and not have to kind of ask the client, did you get this, did you get that, but actually follow through, I was thrilled.
The organization of how the portal's set up, both for the users and how you receive data, is really efficient. So what it's done for me is free me to be able to do absolutely as many applications as my clients want to put in.
Working with the business funding portal was invaluable for us as a firm and for our clients.
We did hundreds of loans, probably close to $100 million in total funding. And so we couldn't have done that going through 300 different banks.
We're entering into sort of a new service offering for the profession by being able to work more closely with the lender and being able to submit loan applications through the business funding portal.
CPAs are uniquely situated to assist clients with their financing needs. We know the client's business better than anyone else. We know their financial statements. We know their cash flow needs.
This is an opportunity for the accounting community in general to feel more comfortable being a more integral part of, advising on the loan.
CPA profession has a unique opportunity right now to expand our trusted advisor role through this financing.
My CPA has actually saved my business, helped us stay alive and go into the future, in a way that I could not have imagined.
Words are not sufficient for how integral Holly is and has been to the success and ongoing viability of my business.
We've seen a permanent shift in how businesses, in particular small businesses, view their CPA firms, and this is something that we're going to be building on for years to come.
Our role was not only as trusted advisor, but we had to find a way to see the opportunities, and we had to find a way to sort through the complexity to help people, everyday entrepreneurs, understand the essence, the intent of what was actually happening. And the men and women in our profession stepped up to that, and they did it marvelously.